Hello, everybody. My name is Invicta. Welcome back to Mugenics here on the channel. Happy Wednesday, Mosh Pit. So, we've had a little bit of an unfortunate situation unfold because the reason why the mutations were not working with Carlos and the Uranium Rod was because of not Death Proof, but Eternal Health. Apparently, this makes it to where the Uranium Rod just does not work at all. So, we were doomed from the start. So, cheers to that. I didn't obviously know that until after the episode was recorded. I could switch this over to Simba, but I don't want to because Simba is going to be our mobile Shrieker, and also, of course, we're trying to get something happen with the Black Shard. We haven't gotten any kills through the first zone, but I'm also going to go to the caves because Butch doesn't necessarily need it's Junkyard or sewers essentially. So, and I don't feel like we have a very good team to fight Dybbuk, and I just don't feel like doing so. We're going to go to the sewers. But thank you all very much for the support. I appreciate it. The Uranium Rod is not bugged. It's just a matter of Sinvicta luck basically kicking in with our passives on the roll. And I did not know that until trial and error. So there we go. So we're basically just doing this for the Butch upgrade now, which means I'm just going to scream through the rest of this. I do want to go get some furniture boxes, though. So we'll probably end up going for that here. And then I'm not going to go hard mode for the Spider Cavern. There's no reason for it. We can go for the hit here on the cat. Let's move this way. And then we'll use marked on that one. Oh, there's a zombie cat there. Of course there is. I could use subway to get away, but all right, Carlos. I'm sorry to have to put you through all that. I know you're super jinxed now. I had no idea that your passive would just cancel out my plans for fun. So remember, kids, don't try to have fun in games. It's a terrible, terrible decision. There you go. Good crit there, Carlos. And I could use Pestilence, but I'm not going to. And Simba. Remember, these are boomers, so we have to stay away from them pretty well. How did Space Cot get? Oh, whatever. We can heal him. Yeah, let's get some heals going. We definitely need them. Need lots of heals here. Lots of heals. Carlos, you're good. A friend or foe. We can start healing up. Space Cot. There we go. Don't do that. We need a big hit here from Space Cot. Okay. Good. Yeah, I just don't want to. I don't want to hit this boomer next to us, so I'm going to back away here. It's going to take a long time for us to get Carlos back up where he needs to be, but we could heal here as well and then cleanse it with Purr. Let's do that. And then he can get rid of that. That's really... I mean, Carlos is an amazing cat. Really, really strong cat. If we can move up here, we might be able to Shriek. Simba's pretty tanky, plus we also have Grave Crawl in case we need to get out of the way. There we go. Get that one out of there. You have some wet cats here, so I don't want to necessarily do that. Let's get a reverse damage here. Look at that. Look at that. Great healing there by 6ix9ine. Let's go grab these coins. There we go. Fear's doing its job. Wish I had that kind of confusion luck. Okay, Space Cot. You kind of bummed me out here. That's the second time Scatter Shot's completely missed. Yeah, we can't use Mark on anything. We can't quite hit this Boomer. We can't hit that one either. I think we're just going to wait here. We could, again, continue to heal. I don't see a reason not to do that. And then we can just undo the debuff and then heal with 6-9. There's no one that's close to being at 1 HP. There we go. Let's just go grab some coins here. Simba's just on the move. Okay, let's undo the damage here on Carlos. Give him a heal. Give him another heal. What a cat. What a cat. Look at 6-9 go. Look at that. Strong, strong healer. There's one off lethal. Okay, well I didn't know that was gonna hit. I was gonna hit her, but madness. Okay. Gonna mark. Big time hit there from Space Cot. No problem at all. We got a little fish. I'll take it. Space Cot got speed. That's great for a hunter. Tower defense. Enemy comes within range. Shoot them for 1 damage. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Flea bag. At the end of your turn, spawn flea familiars. Equal number of times of enemies you killed this battle. Catch projectiles. Nah, we gotta go tower defense. I wonder if that procs with Sacred Heart. We can put a big heal on Carlos just in case. The cat knows an abundance of bears traps. It's hunting season. Who's hunting for cats? Oh no. Okay. Okay, now is when things get serial here. We do not want the daddy sharks to get anywhere close to us. We're just gonna have to wait for them to come to us. Simba's gonna be ready with the fear though, so yeah, I think we just wait here. We set the line and then we just wait for them to come to us. Can we heal anybody? We can. There you go, Simba. Simba's good. Everyone's good. Get in the middle here just in case something happens. All right, Space Knot, Space Cot. Yeah, I was gonna say it's impossible for you to miss this. There we go, good. Again, we're just gonna wait. Patience is a virtue here. Yeah, we just wait. Okay, it does not proc Sacred Heart, which would have been insane. Space Cot. Nice crit there. Double crit. Yeah, we're just going to get out of there in 2 turns. Space Cot. Extremely strong hunter. 6-9 got int. Nice. We can just get another. We can just get more int. Or speed. 10 int is pretty incredible. I mean, how often do we get 3 int upgrades here? Toilet. It's got an ether-soaked frag. Put it easy or yourself to sleep. Unit gets 5 health regen, 5 mana regen until it wakes up. Wow. Simba finds a well-used toilet. Who knows what might lurk within it? Use the toilet. We got 14 coins. The toilet man is happy? What? Okay. All right, it's Flushmaster time. So we know that for this boss, everything moves in the direction that he's facing. So we need to make sure that we're not stacking on each other. This is not an ambush phase. We are locked in it here. I get subway tile actually. Let's do that. Let's just start the damage right away here on him. So subway, we have enough coins for this. It costs us 4 coins. I'm willing to do that if we can start damage immediately here. Simba. No, I will never not stop doing that. Can't really do much here, so we just all we have to do is make sure that we are not stacked on each other or getting hit by the spikes. That's the only thing we can do. Yeah, then we're just good here because we're gonna get blown down here anyway, all the way. I guess I could spread the cats out a little bit better here. Here comes the flush. Here we go. Oh, Space Cot got hit by a bear trap. So that's fun. There we go. We hit the scatter shot. Hit the basic attack. Okay, everything's going this way now, but we're immobile. Shriek does not matter on Flushmaster except for the confusion. So I think it might be able to stop. It might be able to stop the attack, but we'll see. We're going this way, so let's get off of this plane here. And let's go over here. Carlos, we can get you up here. Get more hits, more leech. And get a big hit here on Flushmaster. There we go. All the damage. All the damage. All the damage. We have 6-9 go. And then we can go up here. No, we can't reverse the damage because we're gonna get run into. That's all right. Let's move 6-9 back here so she doesn't go that far away. Fused? Nope. Yeah, we really need to get Space Cot healed here. Or get out of this fight. Good hit. Okay, good damage. Let's use the subway tile here to go right next to 6-9 so we can heal him up. We're going this way anyway, so we dodge all of the rocks. We got blown into a bear trap, so there's not much we can do here with Simba. He's gonna have to eat the thorns. That's about it. We're just out of range of Carlos here. All right, we need some big time reverse damage here. There we go. There we go. Look at that. What a cat. What a cat. I think that's pretty much all we can do here. Hey, confused. Nice. We got even a bonus hit there from Space Cot. Big hit. Yeah, there we go. Simba was just napping through all that. Very nice. And we had the follow-up hit there on the poop. Easy peasy. Simba got Constitution. And feel like I want to give him more speed. Let's give him more speed. A fast necromancer. Or Candy. Carlos got leveled up and got Dex. Nice. That's a dexterous cat. That does help out his ranged attack too. Charisma. We could go speed again. Strength does not matter for Carlos. Let's go straight damage on him, or speed. Let's go speed. Let's keep the Necros at the same speed here. All right, we're gonna go hard mode again. Let's see what we got. Slimy Mask, -1 charisma, 15% chance to catch projectiles, inflict immobile 1, and use that contact you. Okay. Okay, there he goes. So we got poisoned by that? We can get in range here of both the Gassy and the Fetus Gusher. I'm gonna go for the Gassy first, because he's gonna be the most annoying. We have a Champion Gassy over here as well. Wow. Good crit there by Space Cot. Let's purr and let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of all this annoying poison immediately. Or okay, so remove one stack of random debuff. Okay, that's not every stack. That's good to know. Could just use Pestilence here. Bunch of attacks going off right now. Can't believe they still have the range to even do that. Alright, Space Cot. Big hit. Sacred doing his damage, though. I don't really want to move too far away from 6-9. Because we can cleanse the poisons with the heals, so that's no big deal. Tower defense going off. This is a really annoying group here. Okay. Let's get some heals out of the way here. We can reverse the damage. Oh, it was just the poison damage. Okay. Okay, we got that cleanse gone. And let's move her out of the water. I've been taking some damage, but he can heal that. Hey, Carlos has got plenty of HP. He's fine. We're finally on round 2. Our defense goes off here. Hey, y'all need to back up off of Simba. Simba's just gonna fall asleep here. Okay, 9 stacks of poison is pretty bad. We can only purr once here. Or hit there on the Champion Gassy with the bleed going. We still have the snack, which I might just use right now. But it doesn't really matter if he goes down, though. He's only going to get jinxed. He's already pretty jinxed. Yeah, Fear did its job. We finally get a scatter shot here from Space Cot. Big hit. Or not, but we did trigger the bear trap at least. We can kill this one here. Which sets us up for a marked on this one. We would have to go up 2 to mark this one here. That one's almost dead, though. Let's move this way, and let's get a mark on a target that we're not going to be easily able to kill here. Nice crit there. Madness doing its job for us. Here works too. Confused. So they just took down that fetus for us, which was nice. And we get to Carlos. We can't get to him. And there was a bear trap there. Of course there was. We try to heal Carlos as much as possible, but honestly, I don't think it's going to matter. Nice crit there. Dude, tower defense is awesome. Desecrate the body and grab a coin. Desecrate another body if we wanted to. Yeah, let's just loot some coins here. One off lethal on the gassy, but I don't think we're going to be able to get in range of the black shard here. $13 damage on Carlos. We used Pestilence twice here. I don't want to do too much damage to ourselves. That one would get it one off lethal though. We can heal it. We've got a crazy heal. We have a crazy healer. There we go. Yeah, so the poison wasn't that bad. Oh, we got milk. Base caught. Got int. It's good for our mana. And, I mean, more dex is just more damage. Just straight up more damage and range. We could go more int for even more attacks. Honestly, just more damage. That's what you want from your hunter. See, we got breakfast, 2 health regen. Then brain candy for int. Extra int. That'd be good for the boss. Get the furniture box as always. I think you should always go for the furniture box. Base cop finds a severed head laying on the ground. Examine it. Wish for something. Okay. Base cot says no to that. Does this count? No. Doesn't count as a unit. Fair enough. Shriek here. No reason to really shriek on one mob, though. I think we'll wait for Grave Crawl. Go where we need to. There we go. And we can stay out of the water for now. Okay, we can't use Scatter Shot yet, which kind of stinks. But we are able to get the reload here. We might as well use Mark. It's going to reload anyway, so this just guarantees the crit. There we go. Move. And again, I don't want to get into the water unless I can cross it. The water's going to flow that way. To mark that one. Champion dips come out everywhere. That was in the negative range of Space Cot, so we can't actually hit that one. Let's undo the damage here. Not a great turn because all these stupid dips. This is where AoE is going to really come in handy. There's all the water I was talking about. Yeah, every single one of these mobs spawns dips, which is very annoying. There we go. 30 with 3. Oh, maybe it did. Maybe that did work. That one's immobile because they got hit by the bear trap. Get rid of that one. Simba can take a snooze. Nice, hit himself. Good. Carlos has gone down, but we can get him back up. Bear traps being triggered all over the place. Cats and dogs living together. Big hit here. Come on, Space Knot. Space Cot. Space Cat. Oh! Triple kill there. We can do another one. There we go. 9 damage there. Oh my gosh. Space Cot just cleared the board almost. Fusion did not proc this time. Madness did, though, I think. Swing and a miss because we were stealthed. And there was a bear trap. Of course there was. What happens if we do this? That's what happens. He's back up. Carlos is back up in Pog form. Round 3 here. We might be able to get out of this turn. There we go. We can move here. No problem at all. Space Cot. Dominating with that scatter shot. We have Revive, Convert, Healing Fall, and then Stat Up Charisma. We also got another int, 13 int on 6-9. Revive a body to 50% and cure one of its injuries. I don't know if that means that we can get rid of the jinxes, but we have no way of actually downing him without getting jinxed anyway. We can try it, though. I'm honestly not really using Desecrate at all, so let's get rid of that. We got Fecal Necklace and Roid Rage. I mean, Simba, you gotta eat it. You're way luckier than Carlos. Simba munches on the soft flesh of the mushroom. He feels his mind expanding with a temporary rush of brilliance. The possibilities are endless. If it gets an int up? Yeah, int up way up. We can also get a huge int up here as well from 6-9. And we don't need Roid Rages at all. Luck would be good for Space Cot, but I don't want to get rid of Sacred Heart, though. Although the crits would be nicer than Sacred Heart, I suppose. Because we want to hit hard and we want to hit often. Alright. It's my favorite song off the soundtrack. You know what time it is? It's Boris time. And we're ambushing. Don't want to get close to Boris here, but I do want to get some damage out as much as I can. Simba's going in the water. Starting off with a crit. I like it. I think this is in range here. I think. There we go. That's what we wanted there. Pop the clover here. Just gonna try to train him around here. Big hit from Space Cot. 9 damage. We need to get to Carlos. Rain Candy. All right, now our real turn can begin. So we got a little damage there, nothing crazy. 25 damage. And this is where Shriek's gonna come in real handy here. Simba's just gonna kite around here. That leech is gonna really start taking damage. Tower defense also pinging him. Another tower defense proc. There we go. Look at all those leeches. Another tower defense. I love it. Big time plays from the entire team. There's a bear trap there and another tower defense crit. There's no way to safely hit Boris here. $14 crit there by Space Cot. And there was another bear trap. Of course there was. It's worth it. Yeah, we did hit. Unfortunately, we did hit Simba once. Again, we can undo that damage, though. Good crits there. We missed Simba. He split us in two. We can't get around to undo the damage on Carlos. This is really annoying. Really annoying. Oh, man, we just can't get around it. It's so dumb. All right. I do this the hard way. Big heals here from 6ix9ine. She's also healed herself up. Good cat. Good cat. There we go. Triggered that. Let's move away. Want to make sure we get the fear here. There you go, Simba. I don't think we need to heal yet. I think Simba's fine. That's it from Carlos here. Again, we're still pinging him for 1 damage. That adds up. I think Carlos is good there, to be honest. Look at that. Big hits here from Space Cot. Nice crits there. Multi-crits. Space Cot. Doesn't even care. Look at the crits fly. Another hit there from Space Cot. Let's help out Simba here. Big heals. Okay, it doesn't work. It doesn't work back to back. Got it. Big heals here from 6ix9ine. And Boris is pretty much done for this turn. Another hit there. Another ping from Space Cot. 10 crit, and that's going to be it. Simba getting his revenge at the end. Big time damage there from Simba. But Space Cot, good lord. 13 dex. Hail of Nails is also really, really good. Bait Trap is good for luring away. But if we're gonna just lean in heavily into damage, Hail of Nails has got to be it. There you go. Boris gets absolutely slaughtered, and we got one more trip to the caves here, and that should give us enough cats, I believe, to get the next Butch upgrade. So thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you click the like button, leave a comment down below, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. As always, I'll see you all next time for more Mugenics here on the channel. It's gonna be fun.